May I see myself? Wow! Wait. Thank you, Q. With your gadgets. We're gadgeting. Welcome to the kitchen with me, Claire. A big shout out and a big thank you to Newmatic for letting us use their lovely space and their amazing equipment. It has been an absolute blast creating recipes in this kitchen. Of course, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you watch and try my recipes. On today's episode, we're making a go-to meal that I love to make at home. We're making some noodles. Okay? All right, now first things first. Actually, I feel like I need to shout out these guys. This is not sponsored, but NONGSHIM, let me tell you. To the best noodles in the market. And the reason I say this is not only are the noodles fantastic, but the flavor in just the right amount of chili, the flavor in the flavor packet that you get in the noodles, the right amount of chili, the right amount of red, the right amount of flavor. It's so good. All right, but first things first, let's turn on our, which one do I feel like using today? On our 3 burner and 1 electric, gas burner and 1 electric cooker. Tabletop cookers. Let me go for the medium one. Yeah. Because what we want to do is we want to sort of slow cook that, the noodles. All right. Now I have some shrimp, which I want to use all of it. So I'm just going to get half of these shrimp. Actually, these are prawns. I prefer prawns because I don't like the texture of shrimp in my noodles. But you can use prawns. Shrimp, that's actually up to you. I'm just going to use prawns. Ooh, some queen size prawns that have been cleaned. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of that salt, just season them with a little bit of salt. Make sure we have that. Oopsie, one is running away. Make sure we have that lovely seasoning going on there. Okay, so what we have here is, wow, why do I keep doing that? What we have here is half a cup of water. And I'm just going to throw in a tablespoon of fish sauce in there. Just ginger that's been cut, and garlic gonna go in there. And of course, my fave, a tablespoon of garlic powder, because you can never have enough garlic powder. I'm just gonna reduce that to a medium flame. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna begin to toss my prawns in there and just let them cook up a little bit, okay? Let that, cook up perfectly. All right, raise the heat. I'm gonna grab my chopsticks, just make sure we have that lovely spread out, because you literally just want to cook them for very little time, okay? Reduce that water. You can see it's beginning to change. It's beginning to become nice and pink. Absolutely beautiful. All right, now we have our prawns. Sorry, I keep calling them shrimp. We have our prawns. I'm just gonna turn this off. That's perfect. Make sure this is not hot. Oh, look at that. Please come see this. Look at that. We have the perfect pink. So you don't want to overdo it, right? So you have that nice and going in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pak choy. Pak choy is just crunchy. It's delicious. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump about 4 or 3 whole, just as is, straight in there. Actually, I'm just going to leave it at 3. Maybe let me do 4. No, actually, let me just do 3. Let me do 3. And I'm going to do 3 large slices in there. Okay, now this is the best part. Actually, I'm going to do 4. Wow, talk about confusion. All right, now that goes in there. We have that shrimp, garlic, prawns, garlic, ginger, pak choy. Then we go to our packet flavoring. All right, so they have usually these veggies. You need to see this, guys. It's like nice little pieces of veggies that have been dehydrated. And then once they start to soak in that water, they sort of puff up. And then this is the icing on the cake, guys. Look at this flavoring. Just absolutely beautiful. And not only do you, look at the color. You get so much of it that is just so glorious. Look at that. Look at that. All right, now that is gonna simmer, yeah, simmer y'all in there for a bit. And then I'm gonna get my noodles. Straight into that it goes. I'm gonna make sure that I get the noodle at the bottom where all the broth is, just like that, okay? Get those pieces in there. And then you wanna come, I just usually like to make sure that I rinse off. I rinse off the pack, like it's usually just so good. You do not want to waste it. You make sure you get all that goodness out there. And then we wanna add just a little bit more water straight into that, not too much. And then just let that continue to boil for a bit. All right, that's gonna go until the noodles are nice and cooked. Literally, the prawns went in there for 30 seconds. Reason being, you don't want to overcook them. You just want them to still have the perfect crunch. As you can see, I've sort of just lifted them out of the water so that they stop the process of cooking with that broth as well. Make sure you get that nice and just soaked in there. It's gonna be delicious. All right, I'm gonna let this go for a bit. High heat, because again, this is a fast cook. Literally, it's supposed to take minutes, and then we're gonna be serving in a bit. We're coming back to check on these beautiful babies. I'm just gonna set this down. And there you have it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, these noodles are like the best things ever. I'm going to just serve that into the bowl. And you don't want to overcook them. You sort of want them, oh, don't get those chunks of ginger in there. You sort of want them just al dente. And I'm gonna turn this off because the steam is burning me. Just turn this off. Hold on. Just make sure we got more in there. Ooh, look at that beautiful noodles. Okay, that looks good. And then what we're gonna do is actually just let me get a little bit more of those noodles. If I can get any, that is. Ouch. Gosh. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come with the prawns and just place that on the side, just get some few pieces in there. Oh, this is gonna be so good, so good. And then you want to come, I feel like I want more prawns in there. You want to come with your bok choy, your pork choy, and sort of just place that on the side as well. So it's still gonna have that crunch. It's soaked in a lot of the flavor in there. It's going to be absolutely delicious. And then what you wanna do is I'm gonna grab, actually just make sure it peeps out like that, is I'm going to grab that, no. I just wanna make sure I don't burn myself like I always do. And we're just gonna take some of that broth straight into the pan. If you have a spoon that can, ooh, just look at that goodness. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so delicious. And you just wanna pour a good amount. I love to slurp the broth. And I'm just gonna come here with a nice slice of nori and just place that in there. Look at that, absolutely delicious. And you have yourself a nice bowl of noodle soup, with prawns that is just deliciousness. Here we have it. We have that perfect crunch from this seaweed. We've got the pork choy. I love this because it just cooks so slightly, so it's still crunchy. I don't know if you guys can be able to hear this. Oh my gosh. Why is that so good? Woo! A little bit of that prawn. And of course, woo! Those noodles. Don't burn yourself, guys. It's still very hot. Oh God. Like, oh my God. 1 minute. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Oh, the heat is coming in now. And you got those prawns are cooked to perfection. honestly, and they've soaked in a lot of that flavor from the packet. Honestly, they did all the work here. I just showed you how to just take it a notch higher. This was delicious. Like, still my fave, always gonna be my fave. Perfect. All right, this is Claire, me, in the kitchen here at Newmatic. Big shout out to Newmatic. A big shout out to Newmatic for letting me use their kitchen. It has been a blast here, creating recipes. And of course, share, like, and subscribe, and try out. You want to try out this, trust me. Until next time, bye. Nope, I'm not done. Have you seen people who eat with chopsticks like this? Oh yeah? Oh, how do you even do it? Isn't this like way harder?